Hey boys and girls, it's Tuesday and I'm here with your reading comprehension lesson for today. Remember yesterday we looked at this book, The Amazing Life Cycle of Plants, and we figured out the things that a seed needed to grow. We looked through the book and what we found, I remember, was that they need water, heat, and light, which they get from the sun, and the right type, of soil. Those things are needed to grow. Now, once the seed has those things and the plant has those things, how does it grow? That's what we're going to find out today. So today you're going to need something to write with and something to write on. So if you could go put me on pause and go find those things and come back, I'll be waiting. All right, good job. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're ready. I have my board and I have some pens and I'm ready to go. And I have a book that we're also going to look at today, From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. And this is some informational text. Say informational text gives us real information about a person, a place, or a thing. Good. And so the thing that we're going to get information about is a seed going to a plant. All right, we're going to find out. So I'm not going to read all of it, but we're going to read the parts that we need for today. It says, the beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed. The food is stored inside the seed too. The seed has a seed coat on the outside to protect it. So that's what it looks like. So this is the inside of the seed. The seed coat is the outside, and this is all the inside, the food. And this is the beginning of the plant, is inside there. And it's going to eat what it needs out of here, okay? A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in the soil. Then it needs rain to soak the seed and soften the seed coat. And maybe it's not just rain, maybe it's also just water from the water from your watering can or water from the sprinklers, and that's okay. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to pause right there. I'm going to take my paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an oval. I'm going to make a big oval on mine, and maybe you can make an oval on yours too. And then I'm going to go like this, a line down, and a line across this way. And we're going to put things in order of how it happens, because it happens in what's called a cycle, and a cycle continues. It starts one way and it goes through its steps, and then it just keeps continuing and repeating. So it said here in my book, because I'm using my book to help me find out what I need, it said that a seed won't sprout, there it is, until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in the soil. Now, I know that birds like to eat seeds, and I know that when I plant seeds, I tuck them down into the soil because I don't want the birds to come by and eat them. So the first thing I'm going to do is up in this part up here, I'm going to draw my soil. Draw a line across the top for your soil. And then I'm going to put my little seed underneath. Put your seed underneath the soil. That's the first thing that happens. Say, first thing that happens, we need to put the seed in the soil. Good. And the seed has to have some water because that seed starts out hard, and the water helps soften the coat of the outside so that it can start to break down and the seed can start to come out. So I'm also going to put the sun up here because I remember that we need light and heat from the sun, and I'm going to put some drops of water. Okay, put your drops of water, and that'll get there onto your seed. Now, I'm going to pause and put my pen down, and I'm going to continue and see what happens next. Next it says, when the sun shines and warms the ground, the sun's going to shine and warm the ground. So I'm going to put the sun again, I'm going to continue it over here this time. Okay. When the sun shines and warms the ground, the seed coat breaks open and the seed begins to grow. This is called germination. A root goes down into the soil. The root takes in water from the minerals from the soil for food. So this is what happens next. Here's your seed. And see, it's starting to break down, and the new plant is coming out now. It's not above the ground yet, but it's going down, and the roots are going out. The roots are always going to spread out to find as much water and nutrients and vitamins as they can to feed the plant so that it continues to grow. So over here, I'm going to continue. The next thing that happens is I'm going to continue my dirt, and you can still see a little bit of your seed down here. But then what you're going to see, and actually I think I need to do this. I'm going to put my seed a little further down here because you're starting to see it come out, but it's not above the surface yet. So there's the leaf. And then what you really see are these roots going down. There's the roots going down, and the shoot of the plant, the plant is going to start to grow up, but it's not above the ground yet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an arrow. I'm going to put an arrow like this, across, and like that. So there's an arrow, because we go from here to here. And first we start and we plant the seed. And then after the seed has been in the soil, and it's had some water on it and some heat and some sun, then it starts to break open. And the roots go down. They're looking for the food and the water. And the shoot is going to start to come up. It's not up yet, but it's going to start to. Okay? Good job. And let's see in our other book. It tells us, it told us on here, let's see. When the seed cracks open, the roots go down and a shoot grows up. And so this is it showing too, and we haven't looked at that yet, but when those roots go down, pretty soon a shoot comes up. That's what's going to happen next. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow. So parents, go ahead and snap a picture of their work so far, what they did today, along with me, and drop it in the comments for me. Thanks, guys.